You know that. Okay. Hi guys, it's Alan, and I was just looking through the thing about the target individual. What they're calling the Havana program. They've been talking about for the last few years, and whatever they wanted to happen, because they've obviously been leaking this to the media, having the diplomats, the CIA go to different countries, China, Russia, and they've been leaking these stories to different countries, um, hoping that some other alternative answer would happen with it. But the Havana Syndrome program happening to CIA and diplomats, it's just something to blame other countries. It's a targeted individual program, microwave weapons, torture technology, and what they've been doing to regular people. But there's so many of us that they're now pretending it's being done. I mean, I can't say if it's pretending or if it is actually being done to. Trust me, not being believed is one of the hardest things about this program. But it's been done to us by our own country. If it's done if the U.S. did it to other people in other countries, it would be war crimes. But if they do it to their own people, then they may not be open for war crimes. If they do it because we're supposed to be able to rely on the legal program to go to courts and sue them, find evidence, but when they're in on it, our own courts are in on it, and our doctors and our sheriffs, and they're part of it, then in the CDC, I mean, it's when it's that entrenched with corruption and they're all part of it, then you're not going to find. It's kind of like having judges and lawyers and knowing about it, or just getting the national security answer. Um, don't find anybody guilty. It's because of national security. We're so important. We could blow up something. Um, and they decide to don't touch it. It's national security. It's too important. They're torturing us, and it'd be too embarrassing for our government if it got admitted loud that they're torturing us. Bill Clinton already admitted it, that they used to do it, but it's kind of like, sorry, won't do it again. But if it comes out that they're still doing it to us, then they already used their out by saying they apologize, won't do it again, with Bill Clinton in 95. So it's kind of like they won't get that shot again. So they're trying to blame it on Havana Syndrome, China, Russia. But since whatever they wanted to have happen didn't happen, now they're finally just saying, oh, we already knew from 2017, 2018, it was crickets. You know, because we've never heard crickets chirp before. I mean, that's how dumb sometimes we can be. We'll accept any authority. And if the U.S. government has the Jason Group, that's the name of the scientific advisory group, the Jason Group. The Jason Voorhees group decided that it was crickets. Because, the CIA and FBI and brain damage, we know crickets. I mean, why even make weapons? Why have tanks? Just bring crickets and wasps. Those murder bees are coming. It's like it just doesn't. And people just, even Breaking Point's a very progressive news agency with Crystal and Sagar, and even enlightened news journalists are just accepting crickets. Okay, whatever you say. There's not an ounce of skepticism of common sense. Really? Crickets? Microwave technology, that sounded weird. Advanced technology sounded weird but plausible. But crickets, like we've never heard crickets before. And people are just swallowing, well, I guess that's what our government says. It's crickets. And so, wow, go figure, crickets. And people are just accepting crickets are doing this type of damage, and nobody could figure out, because crickets have been around for, millennia, but there's never been these stories of crickets destroying diplomats, only American diplomats, by the way. You would think we would have had National Geographic or something, but no, crickets just came out of it's like those murdering hornets. They're just come out of the blue and chirp, and next thing you know, they're like Jason Voorhees. And anyway, I got more to do and talk about, but just think about that. That's what we're accepting. They can't admit the targeted individual program, or that they're torturing people. The best that our government can come up with is cricket chirping. Yep, that's where we're at. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.